Hello, I'm Michael from Seth Michael, and holding the camera is my husband Seth. Say hello, Seth.
Hello, guys.
And today I'm going to walk you through the Kannoa showroom here in High Point, North Carolina. This furniture line absolutely changed our lives. First, 10 years ago, we walked into here and we drank a bunch of champagne. We bought a bunch of these floor samples, and it's really the catalyst that really got us into a relationship and made us open up a furniture store. So today's just a quick walkthrough of the showroom. And let's start with the Maui lounge chair. Probably the most iconic piece that Kannoa makes. And everybody just knows it as the symbol piece of Kannoa. And it's woven twice with a synthetic material. It's a product called Rehau. It's a German product. And it comes in a ton of different colors, and we try and stock it in a bunch of different synthetic wickers. We like synthetic materials because, unlike organic materials, they tend to last even longer. But this is a great chair and a half. You'll see tucked into it is a little ottoman, and in the center is the Congo side table. That too can be paired with a bunch of different colors to make a nice little set. Some people put these on their lawn, some people put them in the pool, in little shallow waters. It's really cool. Moving right along, behind me is the Oslo dining and the Oslo deep seating. The Oslo is an aluminum finish, a powder-coated aluminum finish. You can change these colors with a bunch of different fun colors, and on it is just umbrella fabric. So we have different grades, A being the least expensive, C being the most expensive. You can pick the fabric you want on this. We'll sew those down in Miami. These are manufactured in the country of Colombia. So this is the Oslo. Behind it, we have a Cecilia dining table. These are synthetic faux teak slats, has like a grayed out finish. So a lot of times people get teak furniture, it comes in this beautiful natural finish, and after the first season or two, mostly the first season if it's left out in the sun, it'll gray. This starts with a natural gray finish, and it's got a brushed aluminum finish. And this just holds up very well. Seth and I put this in the Commanders football stadium, went back to a Taylor Swift concert years and years later, and it still looked fantastic. And if you're a designer or you want to bring in a pop of color to your outdoor space, then you can change the color of the mesh sling. Behind me, we have the Santorini dining table. We have some Cali dining chairs. This is an example of us mixing different collections together. A really good look. This also comes in another size. And behind me is the Nest collection. We did this in the residences of the Four Seasons. Well, a designer did. It looked fantastic. A lot of the men walk by and say, "Is that rebar?" It's a very beautifully designed product.
And what's this chair right here?
That is the Kannoa Adirondack chair. It can be done with or without a cushion, so you could actually add a cushion. And not shown here, there's also an ottoman that goes with it. Something that we added to our outdoor space this past year was the Sardinia. Here is an example of a Sombrella roped fabric, which is really, really fun and actually more comfortable than you would think. It's kind of like a hammock. And we've just matched it here with an urban dining table. This is a fiberglass-based concrete piece that really just looks really amazing sitting outside. And then another piece that we have in our own home, I believe, is it this finish, Seth?
It is that same finish.
Yeah, it comes stocked in a light gray, but this is shown here in a graphite. We did this with a really emerald blue. What color would you describe ours?
Yeah, no, it's a deep blue, and the color that it comes stocked in is this same finish here. Is this chair that we'll talk about here in a minute, but it is the agate gray. And with
the Toledo sectional here, you can do a chair, but it also comes as an end piece, a middle piece, or a corner. So you can customize this to fit your space very well. The piece Seth just mentioned was the Florence. A little bit different than the Cecilia we mentioned. That was a brushed aluminum. This is actually a powder coated. So on this one, you can actually paint the color of the chair and change the color of the sling.
And do those stack?
And these stack too. So if you want to put those away for the winter, if you're doing a commercial space and you want to stack those up and make it easier to clean, you can do that. What's really cool is that this top, very much like the other top, it is synthetic. The Cecilia actually has a polymer. It's a top, but this is actually a metal. So things like grease or putting hot plates on this, it's even to be even more durable, and it's going to look like this forever. It's not going to change color like a teak would. So that's the Florence.
So there's no maintenance then?
Low maintenance. So and it looks really good.
Love that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people love that. I showed you the Sardinia dining chairs with that urban piece before. This is showing it a different colored rope, a darker colored rope. I think it's a granite. And this is what we actually put in our house. We put a love seat and we put a deep seating chair. Moving right along, if you do like natural finishes, this is the Cali sectional. You can configure it any way you like. I love the proportions on here. There's miter construction, wood dowel construction. It's made really, really well. Beautiful teak furniture. And I love how it has a really thick cushion and a slim profile, which makes it really comfortable and sleek at the same time. And I love these low occasional tables. Another piece that we added to our deck is the Santorini dining chairs. They're like little scoops. The only thing about these is that they need to be in a covered space because they do pool a little bit of water. So this is perfect for like a gazebo or something under a deck or an awning. Something like that.
But they are for outdoors, right?
They are for outdoors.
Excellent.
Everything you've seen here today can just be straight outdoors. Santorini just needs a little bit of a cover.
And a lot of these pieces can also be used indoors for cool spaces, sunrooms, things like that, or for a vibrant pop of color someplace like those Maui chairs.
Exactly. Seth had a Maui chair in his house for a whole year, and people would sit on it saying, this is so comfortable. I've been sitting here for an hour. The towels, another collection. This also comes as a sofa and I believe a love. This only comes in this wicker color, but it really has a really cool look. I think it really creates a visual space when you have an open sides.
But you can change out the fabric, right?
Absolutely. So all these you can change with a grade A, B, or C Sunbrella fabric, and we can send you cuts of those if you'd like some samples.
What about COM?
We do COM. So for the same price as a grade A fabric, you just send us your fabric, and then you pay the grade A price, and we will make it for you. Intercoastal. This is a really easy if you've got a little area you want to do, like a bistro table and a chair. This comes with I think an armless chair. But it does. And you can do it with or without a cushion, and you can change the colors. We try and stock them. Our catalog is always going to show you what colors we stock in. We're always trying to make those colors all the time, but everything else, the lead times will vary. At the time of this production, lead times right now are about 18 weeks. I'm going to show you the Sacco. So these are the Saccos. They are a kind of pillows you put on the floor and you lounge in.
They're kind of like bean bags, right?
Kind of like bean bags. Outdoor
what member of
beanbags.
our family loves these the most?
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a dog bed, but we have no say over our pit bull mix Cap. So he kind of jumps up there all the time, and we take amazing photographs. So check out our Instagram. And they paired this here with a low intercoastal coffee table. So you really could create a little seating area outside. Everybody at market kind of runs to that Maui chair and runs to sit in these. Just a really fun piece that if it was in your home, people would have a really good time.
What table is this right here?
This is a Cali rectangular dining table. So all of our Cali pieces, we have the Sunset is that sectional piece. The Cali is a sofa chair. But all these pieces play well together. Our teak families, sectional, deep seating, and dining work really well together if you do like teak.
And right here we have it paired with is this the Eclipse chair? Am I doing that right?
I think it's the Ellie. I'm not really sure.
You're right. It is the Ellie. I got that wrong.
Yes, I live and breathe this stuff.
Strike one for Seth.
No problem. And finally, behind the bar here in our walkthrough is going to be the South Beach paired with some urban round stools. Those are good end tables. We even make those with a round cushion that straps through the handle if you want to do those with a cushion. Good for putting a drink down. And this is the South Beach shown here in a silver wicker. That makes a really good seating area. We use that all the time for market for lounging, and it's actually very, very comfortable. Kannoa also has cabanas, and they're really popular and probably our fastest growing category. We have 3 different styles. The one here is called the Wave, shown here with kind of like a guttered system where you can actually close and open it with a little bit of a handle.
And I think those clear panels up top, they also come in white so that you can block the sun as well, right?
Yeah, so here we don't want to block all the light in the showroom, but it's just a cool feature that if you didn't want to block the sun, you could do that as well. And you can change the paint color on the posts, and you can also buy fabric pairs from Sunbrella. So each Sunbrella panels are bought by the pair. You can do 4 sides, 1 side, no sides. And these things can go in concrete, they can go in sand, they can go on a deck. Sometimes you just might need a contractor to put them into the ground. So that's the Kannoa line. The reason why we love outdoor, why do we love outdoor, Seth?
Well, you don't do your taxes sitting outside. You have a drink in your hand. You're with friends, you're with family, you're having a good time, you're relaxing. We love outdoor spaces for that reason.
So check out our website, ask us any questions. We'd be happy to help you design your own space or work with you and your clients.